cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here.
Yeah.
Welcome back, my friends. I am really glad you're here. Tonight is live stream number 54, February 7th, 2022. I didn't update the little screen for that, so you'll have to take my word for it that it's live stream 53. So, welcome. As I said, I'm glad you're here, and I really mean that. I see lots of people in the comments already tonight, so that is always exciting and fun to see. So, I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope that you are off to a great start. I know it's only Monday, but hopefully it was a good Monday. So, let's see where we are. I welcomed you. Typical announcement that I want to thank you for watching from YouTube, from Facebook, from Instagram. Well, not watching from Instagram. You can find the channel on Instagram. We can't simulcast to Instagram. It just doesn't work. It's not set up for that. So, but we are twitching it again tonight. I mean, doesn't cost me anything to stream to that extra platform. So I started the Twitch account, and we're now live streaming to Twitch. So if you are a Twitch viewer, welcome, and let us know in the comments. Likewise, if this is your first ever live stream joining us, please mention that in the comments, first time live streamer or first time joining, so that we can welcome you tonight. So I've seen a lot of new subscribers come on board this past week, and some of the older videos have been watched. So maybe you learned about the live stream by watching some of those videos. If that's the case, welcome. You are in for I don't know. I was going to say a surprise or a treat, or maybe not. If this is your first live stream, this is what we do. For the most part, I just talk to you. I'll go over a few possibly fun things, and then we'll answer some questions. Well, the live chat is always just blowing up with comments, conversations between folks, and you can ask some questions, and I'll answer whatever I can. I am merely the facilitator here. Most of what happens here happens in the live chat, and you guys just all carry on with what you're doing, which is great to see. Hey, if you like the thumbs up, if you like the live stream, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, especially if you're watching from YouTube. Click that thumbs up. Means a lot to me. But you can click it on whatever you're watching on. That would be great as well. Let's talk about tonight's show. Well, tonight, as you saw in the opening thumbnail, this is a new tractor owner welcome. I'm finding that in the comments of my videos, and I am not, believe me, I am not a tractor expert. I'm just like one of you. I just happen to film what I'm doing with my tractor. A lot of times I'll show you what works for me or the way I do things, but by no means am I any kind of tractor expert. I've got some experience because I've been around tractors in my youth, and I kind of know what I'm doing, but there's certainly a lot that I don't know. So we kind of learn together. But I thought this would be a great way to bring some of the new tractor owners, or maybe people who are looking to buy a tractor, because these compact tractor sales are going apparently, steadily. There's a big demand for compact and subcompact tractors, and it's not slowing down. So there are a lot of people who are either looking to buy a tractor or just bought a tractor. Some people who, sorry, I keep kicking that camera. Some people who have never sat on a tractor in their life. So if those of us that are in the live chat, and if I can help you in any way, we're happy to do that. So, you're welcome here. You're safe here. Nobody's going to criticize you for asking a silly question because we've all had to learn and start somewhere. So I thought that'd be neat tonight, is to welcome new tractor owners, let you ask questions in the live chat. If I see the question, I'll try and answer it the best I can, but you'll find a lot of help in the live chat. So many helpful people. Meanwhile, if you do have a specific question, and this is your first live stream, those of you who have been around for a while know this. But what we like to do, the format here in the live chat, is start your question out with the word question, and I like it in all caps like that because it stands out. And then after the word question, write your question, and that helps me see it because the live chat, again, it's rolling along. It's hard to pick out comments a lot of times. So that one makes it kind of stand out. It helps me. It helps the other live chat people, and they say, "Oh, look, there's a question. Let's see if we can answer that." So that's how that works. So I'm going to take a look at some of those uh, uh, live chat comments right now. Not really getting into answering questions just yet. We'll do that a little bit later on because I've got some pictures to show you, and then we'll get into the live chat and the questions, and then of course we'll do a sticker giveaway tonight, as we do every Monday evening. So stick around for the sticker giveaway. But first, let me look at the comments here, see if there's anything I'm missing. Uh, Good evening, Caden. First one here, it looks like. Wakerd Acres, 60 Outdoors. And also, I'll bring up your comments if you have a question as we go on. You'll see here on the screen. I can bring that up on the screen. So we will bring that up as well. So, Manisto K, beautiful day in Greenstone, only minus 10 Celsius. That's all. That's all. Crazy. I just took a walk a little while ago with Hachi, the dog. You've seen Hachi in some of the videos, and it's just so yucky here. It's kind of this morning it was like freezing rain and sleet. Then it's just kind of rain, 37 degrees, which I thought, well, that doesn't sound too bad. But you go outside and it's just so muddy, and the 37 degrees is this damp, cold uh, temperature and very uncomfortable. I know it sounds like I'm complaining. Sounds like I'm being whiny. It's not like I'm, dealing with negative 10 Celsius, but 37 when it's wet and damp and cold is just no fun. So that's that was my point. I don't know what my point was, that I went outside and it wasn't nice. So Phil from Peterson Farms of Little Nashville, I'm glad you mentioned this because I was thinking of this earlier. Um, we've got a viewer who joins us when he can. He works a lot of hours, and that is Gary from Tractor Talk with Gary. He has a YouTube channel, and he has I think it's an L3301. I don't remember what it is. It's a Kubota, and Gary joins us when he can, but he is right on the edge of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So I think that if you like tractors and you like, doesn't matter if you like Kubotas or all tractors, but he's definitely a Kubota person. He's so close. Last time I looked, he was like 982 subscribers. So I would say check out that channel. I never ask people to subscribe just for the sake of subscribing. I don't like doing that. I don't want people subscribing to my channel just to build up subscribers. What I found in this past couple of years of being a content creator is that you really have to grow your channel one subscriber at a time. You have to grow your audience, and people have to want to watch your content. People have to enjoy your content. So, but I would encourage you to either open up another tab or after this live stream, head on over to Tractor Talk with Gary and check out his channel. If you like it, subscribe to Gary, and maybe we can get him over that 1,000 subscriber mark. What that means for those of you who are not content creators, and it's kind of a big deal because that's the first real goal of a content creator, is to reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. If you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched, in other words, if all your views together add up to 4,000 hours within the past, I think, year, and you have 1,000 subscribers, well, now you are what they like to call monetized, or you have the ability to become monetized if you so choose. And then if you notice the commercials that are played on YouTube, whether a channel is monetized or not, now YouTube places commercials on all content. So if a person is monetized, then they have the opportunity to receive a little royalty, a little piece of that advertising dollar, or shall I say cents, because that's what it is. It's just a few cents. Um, so, but it's rewarding. We produce this content because we like it, but there is something to being rewarded with that. And uh, and a person works hard to get to that 1,000 subscribers. I know that Pale Horse Outdoors is getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Um, I know that Ross on the Land is getting there, and these are all folks who are putting out really, really great content, and they deserve to be recognized for that. So that's enough of that. I said my piece about Gary there. Gary, if you're watching in the replay, I hope that by the time you watch this replay, you've already surpassed that 1,000 mark. Okay, enough of that, right? Hey, Chris from the Watershed. Good to see you. 35 degrees and rain. Yeah, pretty much like it was here today, right? You're not all that far away, I guess, when you consider the size of the Earth. You're not that far away. What are you, like 3 hours from here or so? Uh, but anyway, good to see you. Good to see you. Edward Barker is here from northwestern Ontario, and our old friend John Ritter. I shouldn't say our old friend, our longtime friend, John Ritter is here, and wishing everyone a great week. I hope your week is off to a good start too, John. And again, if you're new here, there's a running joke. We do this sticker giveaway every Monday evening, and John Ritter has been trying from the very beginning. He was our first live stream guest, by the way. But since I started giving the stickers away, John's been trying to win. It just hasn't worked out. So a lot of people are rooting for John. This could be the night, John. You could win those stickers tonight. It's possible. It's very possible. What else? I can't go through too many of these because we're going to just lose all time. Not that we don't have time. So, well, yeah, I'm way behind in these comments. Those were early comments. Let's jump down a few. I have to say. And Jack's here from the Mindful Homestead. Jack was one of our early live stream guests as well. Jack has a great channel there up in New Hampshire with homesteading, and I really, Jack, you know how much I enjoy your content. I really do. He does such a great job, just in vlog style, telling it like it is, what it means to homestead, what it means to raise animals. Um, so, but does a nice job. Maybe not an expert in tractors, Jack, but I think you're a pretty proficient expert in homesteading, or at least experienced. I don't know what it means to be an expert, but certainly experienced. So glad to have you here. But yeah, I agree. That John Ritter guy, now he's an expert with the BX. If you have a BX, Kubota BX, check out John's channel because he's an expert, especially with snow. A lot of snow. Snow blowing. Where's Ross tonight? Ross is another expert, especially with snow blowing. I am going to answer this question because I saw it, and we'll get into more questions later. But Dustin here has a question, and I can definitely, I can't necessarily answer it, but I can relate to this. Dustin is saying that they've got a Kubota B2601. The floor mat keeps coming up and bunching up under your feet. Any fix for this? Well, probably to glue it down. Believe me, I know exactly what you mean. If you watched my video of my, was it 60-hour review of the B2601, that was one of my very only complaints, is that flimsy rubber mat that they put on there. And, that was one of the reasons I bought the B2601, because it was fancier with that rubber mat, nicer than the metal floor deck. But it is flimsy, and it has those little rubber plugs that supposedly lock in. But, you step on it, you twist your foot, and it pops out. I don't like it. I'm disappointed with it. If there was an aftermarket mat that was twice as thick, a little harder rubber, then I think that would be great. But anyway, your best bet may be to use some kind of adhesive. And if anybody has a suggestion for that, and you can answer that question. I've seen some people, not necessarily with the B2601, but I've seen some people take the metal pan, if they have no floor mat at all, and tape it off and use spray on black truck bed liner. And that's a nice thick surface. So, but anyway, I can relate. I agree completely with what's happening. Another question. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm doing very well. My voice is still kind of funny. I had that had that cold a couple weeks ago and never felt all that bad. A little bit of a sore throat, was pretty mild, but then that went away, and then my voice got all kind of funky. I had the Barry White going on for a while, and uh, you know, but I feel great, feel good. But thank you. Linda's asking, did you say you have a Twitch? Yes, not a Twitch, a Twitch account. If you're on the platform Twitch, my handle, I guess that's what they call it, is Twactor Twitch. I did that as a joke. TWACTOR, Twactor Twitch. That's the name. That's the name of the account. I did that as a joke and then found out I can't change it for 2 months. So there you go. But and there are some more questions here. I know I said I wasn't going to answer questions yet, but I see them going by. And again, for those of you in the live chat, please help by answering these questions and maybe tag the person if you can. I think you write the little @ like here. Kurt is asking, how do you check the hydraulic fluid level on a Kubota LX2610? And right below that is GP Outdoors, who has an LX2610, who could probably answer that question. Chris at the Watershed has one. So if you guys could answer that question, because I don't know, but I think you can tag that person by typing the little @ sign. If you type @ Kurt Neiman, Kurt should see the response on there. Anyway, talking to you, GP, LX2610 guy. You call me a whiner, Jack? Because I said it was 37 degrees and rainy and muddy? Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, just want to let you know again, please answer each other's questions for me, because I am not the answerer of questions here. Again, I am merely the facilitator here tonight, and I'll just sit here and read your comments. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Another question. Has anybody tried one of those tire tread cutters to get more traction in their R4 tires? I want to answer that because I saw Courtney on Good Works Tractor doing this. So head on over to Good Works Tractors, and I bet you can search his videos for that. And he had one of those. It's like I guess it's like a hot tool that cuts a groove. It's a tire groover basically, and it was not easy from what I saw, but it looked pretty cool what he did. So you can get a visual of it there and hear what Courtney has to say about that. Otherwise, somebody here in the comments may have tried it, but I don't know. So Caden's Outdoor Life, another growing channel, doing a great job there. Caden's a very young person, probably one of the youngest content creators in the tractor. What do you call it? I don't want to say market, but in the tractor content creator community. That's the word, community. Anyway, Caden has a new channel, not a new channel, a growing channel. He's got a new video coming out working with a land plane. I used a land plane last summer, borrowed it from my neighbor. Never saw the point in a land plane because I have a scraper box. And let me tell you something, those land planes, they have their purpose and they do a very, very nice job. So Caden, thanks for sharing that. I'll try to wrap up here by 8 o'clock and we can all head over and watch Caden's video. How about that? Keep that in mind. And all right. John Ritter is posting a link to something. I don't know what it is, but that's for the comments. For somebody in the comments, I guess. And gosh, again, I'm sorry, more questions. Maybe we'll just get into the questions. We're getting there. But David's asking, what does a first-time tractor owner need as essential tools, supplies, diesel can, grease gun? Yes, you answered your own question. Definitely, the first thing I'd recommend is that you get a diesel can. And you mentioned that a diesel can specifically, and some people don't know that diesel containers are yellow. So when you go to the store, whether it's Tractor Supply or wherever your supplier of gas cans would be, you've got red, which is for gasoline. You've got yellow for diesel, and they've got blue. I believe it's blue for kerosene. So some gas stations, well, never mind, because you guys all pump your own gas. We're here in New Jersey, the probably the last state where you don't pump your own gas. There are some stations that will not pump diesel into a red container. They will only pump it into a yellow container because they don't want you pouring the wrong fuel into the wrong vehicle. But for the rest of the world or the rest of the country where you pump your own gas, maybe nobody would notice or care. Fact is, it's good practice. Just get a yellow can specifically for diesel. Um, Grease gun, absolutely. You need a grease gun because you want to grease your tractor frequently. I'll be trying out a new product here pretty soon. There's a lot of different type of grease guns out there. I can tell you, I never owned a battery operated grease gun. Again, I thought that seemed kind of silly, but now that I'm using the grease gun more often, I'm thinking that would be nice. I don't have one. I don't have one on its way. Um, but if you have, for instance, if you already have a set of tools, like I have the DeWalt tool set, I've got the impact driver, the drill, hammer drill, the little vibrating cutoff tool, oscillating tool, got the whole set. I've kind of committed to this DeWalt 20-volt max system. Since I have the batteries, I wouldn't mind having a DeWalt 20-volt max grease gun. I would just slip the battery on and go from there. So if you have other suggestions for a first-time tractor owner, please put that in the comments. But David, if you're going to get implements for that tractor, rear attachments, you've got linch pins. You want to get extra linch pins. They're a buck a piece at Tractor Supply. Um, you know, get a half a dozen of them and throw them in a little toolbox. Most tractors come with a little plastic toolbox on the back. Keep them in there because you're going to lose them. They're going to break. They're going to fall off. You'll just lose them. Get lots of extra linch pins. You'll need those, and keep a rag, keep some extra hydraulic oil on hand, even if it's just a quart or two. Um, what else? You guys can chime in with things that a new tractor owner could actually use more frequently. So answer me that, as they say. Um, yep. Okay. Another good channel there. Thank you, Margaret, for mentioning that. Peterson Farms of Nashville did a good sledding video, and Phil nearly went into a pond. Haha. Check that one out. Yeah. John's practicing winning. He's going to win those stickers tonight. All right. He's been practicing typing that little phrase, although you don't know what the phrase is yet. So the sticker giveaway is really fun. I started doing that and didn't know it was going to be a weekly event, but it has turned out to be a fun thing. The random comment picker that we use on this really has made it not only fun but easy and fair for everybody except John, apparently. But that's fun. And Woodster 300, good to see you. There was a question about cleaning your equipment using a foam cannon. Any suggestions for a good one? I personally, if I do wash my tractor, and in the summertime, if it gets too muddy or dirty, I will hose it down. I'll pressure wash it. Careful not to pressure wash too much near any of the connections or any of the decals or anything like that. So, but I do use a pressure washer as I need to. Works great on the wheels when they get caked with mud and whatnot. But the foam cannon, I've got no experience with that. But again, in the comments, if you could help answer that question with any suggestions about a foam cannon, I'm sure Woodster 300 would most appreciate that. Let's step away from this for a moment. I mean, I'll step away from it for a moment. You guys can keep chatting there, but I have a little schedule to follow here, and I did some work to get ready for tonight, so I want to share that with you because that would be fun. So let me look at my notes here. We started doing something a few weeks ago, and that is I asked you to send me some pictures to my email address, contactmcgtv@gmail.com, and send pictures of your tractors, of your property, of your pets, of your projects, anything that you think would be interesting to our viewers here tonight. And folks, I'm doing that more and more frequently, which is fun. So I do have some to show you tonight, and I thought it'd be fun just to share those because you took the time to send them to me. And I think the viewers, let me know if you enjoy seeing other people's pictures. I think it's kind of a neat thing. I hope you enjoy it. So let me find those pictures. I'll be right with you. Okay, we're back and we're ready to show you some pictures. First picture I'm going to show you tonight is actually mine. If you are on YouTube or Facebook, maybe Instagram as well, I shared this picture. But if you didn't see the community tab on YouTube, because I don't know how that really gets put out there and how many people actually see that, not as many as a video for sure. But I posted a picture because a lot of you remember the video I did in the summertime where I tore the front of the tractor shed off. It was old. The wood was getting rotten. So I tore the front of it off, and the back was just a big swinging door. And I tore that off as well because that, again, was starting to rot along the bottom. Found out that that was not a good design because you get 2-3 inches of snow, you can't open the door because it was, it was a swinging door. So I ripped that off as well. And then one of the projects we did, I had Jamie, a local concrete contractor, great guy, great crew. He came and he poured concrete in that shed for the first time in 30 years. I built that shed when I was like 20 years old. So for 30 years, it had no concrete. And finally, we were able to have concrete poured in the shed. And then last week, I was going to close this in myself, just at least one side to start with. That's the plan. Plans change all the time around here. So anything I say, don't take it with, just know that it's going to change. We'll do something, but it's always going to change. So um, I was going to close in the shed, and we ended up hiring somebody to do it because they're more experienced and quicker. So here it is. This is the front of the tractor shed. I wish I had a before picture because it was getting pretty sorry looking. So this was done by someone obviously locally, and the metal work that they did is so, it's like origami almost, the way they folded the metal at the ends and sealed it up. Put a nice quality door in there with no wood. The door frame itself is like a composite or plastic material. The window, just beautiful, and that is white. Somebody commented they thought it was a light blue color. That was just the color temperature of the camera changing as the evening went on. You can see the snow looks a little blue too. So it's white, but it's like a soft white or off white, not as bright as the garage itself. But gosh, I'm happy with that. Now the other side is wide open, so it's not a closed-in building. It's just that one side. And now what the plan is, here's the plan. Could change. The plan is to leave that other side open, just an open lean-to where we can pull the tractor in or pull lawnmowers in or whatever. Just open lean-to. But halfway down, we're going to put a wall, and we're going to make it a shed. Might be my wife's she shed. Might be a garden shed, but maybe both. Maybe she'll get the she shed and something else too. But anyway, it'll be a nice little area. Ultimately, I'd like to insulate it because it's small. Insulate it. You could throw an air conditioner out there. You could throw a heater out there. So that's the plan for that. Am I rambling? Because this night is going to go fast because I want to wrap up by 8 o'clock. So let's look at some pictures, shall we? Thank you for the comments, though, by the way. I'm looking at those comments as well. Yeah, it's really exciting to see how nice it looks. So here's a picture from Hillside Acres. Last week, we did the topic of the show was, what was your first vehicle? What was your first car, your first truck, first motorcycle? And that was fun to talk about that. I was able to share my first vehicle or for vehicles, and folks were sharing. So after the show, some more people sent some pictures in. So Hillside Acres sent in this 1996 Ford Bronco, which I guess was a first car. What a fun machine that is. I always like those, and I like the lift kit you have there as well. I've got a picture here from Alan. Alan is a Mustang person, and I think Alan restored these Mustangs. And that one on the right there, as I recall, if I remember reading the email correctly, Alan sold that Mustang to someone in the UK. And that is now a drag racer in the UK. Hope I got that right, Alan, but thank you for sharing that with me. And then BJ in Ontario got this new tractor, John Deere, with a backhoe, and pulled out his first stump, and he is celebrating there with a cup of coffee, as he should, because that is quite an accomplishment. Those tree stumps are not easy to pull out, but you had the right idea by using a backhoe. Some of us have used our front end loader. I did it with just my bucket. Some have used an actual stump bucket. It's hard on a little tractor to do that. So great job with that. And now Jack has this restored truck. I don't know what year it is. Looks like maybe a 72 or so. Just restored it. Just finished restoring it in the fall. And what a nice job you did with that. I like the color. That's a great looking machine. An old Chevy. What is it? What was that? A C30 or something they had back then for the dump. But a handy little truck, right? I mean, when I say little, it's bigger than a little truck. But for a dump truck size, it's relatively small. But pretty neat for firewood and whatnot. You remember I shared my first vehicle was this go-kart, right? That was me with my little go-kart there. So Keith in North Carolina sent me this picture, and this is a custom go-kart that his brother-in-law built for his son, and that's pretty fancy. Nice job, appreciate that. And then Scott here, picture of his LX 3310, and the funny thing about this is that the car is outside and the tractor's in the garage. So the car got bumped. I forget what kind of car he said it was, but the car got bumped. It was a Lexus, and now the tractor lives in the shed and the Lexus lives outside. What can you say? Just a couple more here because these are fun, and I do appreciate you taking the time to send these. And I show the ones I can. I can't promise that if you send a picture, it'll make it, but I'll do my best. So Woodster 300 sent his Kubota collection here. How about that? You got the UTV, the zero turn mower, and the tractor. And I know you told me in the email what all these things were, and I didn't make notes. So we'll just look at the pictures. But you've got a great setup there. Really nice. And then we've got one here from Vinny Gallo. Vinny, his cat wouldn't let him work. He was protesting there in the bucket. So that's how cats are, though, right? I know. I don't have a cat. We've had cats in the past, but I know that they don't care. They get in your space. If I had a cat, he'd probably be here tonight, walking across my keyboard, maybe shutting down this live stream. And then finally, from Caden, Caden's Outdoor Life. Caden sent us this picture of his. I think that's a TYM in southeastern North Carolina. They got snow last week, so as you can see, it's just a dusting there. But what fun is that? Great job, and keep up that great work, Caden. So let's go back to the comments. I hope that was fun for you. It was fun for me. Thank you, John. Nobody can click on this link, but that link that I mentioned, that was the link to Tractor Talk with Gary. So if you see that in the comments, you could go right there. Otherwise, just go to YouTube and search it. And anyway, how many subscribers does Gary have now? Anybody check? Could probably call it up here and see. YouTube. Yeah, bear with me. Things are slow. By the way, one of the other posts that I made this week was that I think the old iMac is nearing the end. As many of you might know, I am working with a 10-year-old iMac, and it does a good job. And I think 10 years is a pretty impressive run for a computer, and it still works well. It's so slow. I had to reboot it tonight before starting, and you get nervous thinking, is it even going to turn back on again? Is it going to make it? So, but once it's up and running, it does a great job. So I'm looking here. What I see of Tractor Talk with Gary, he's got 994 subscribers. What shows on my screen? So you're only 6 away, Gary, and you might get it tonight with folks jumping over and checking out your channel and subscribing. So I think we could hit that 1,000 mark tonight. We've got how many people watching tonight? About 80 people watching tonight. We only need 6 more to subscribe to Tractor Talk with Gary. So check that out if you can. Ross Wait, how far behind am I in these comments? Ross is watching on Twitch. Question: any updates on your shed? I guess this comment came in before I saw it, and I just showed you those pictures about that. Question from Herb: where are you going on vacation this year? You know what? We haven't had a vacation for several years. I don't think. I mean, we did a few camping trips last year. Uh, I guess anything that's away from home is considered a vacation. Um, but we've got no specific plans. Although last July, my wife and I celebrated our 25th anniversary, and I thought it would be neat to do honeymoon 2.0. Honeymoon, the honeymoon was a trip out west. We went to the Grand Tetons. We saw Devil's Tower. We saw Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone National Park, and looped around and came back. And great time that was. I don't know how much time that would take, but I think it'd be fun to take the camper. We did it. I mean, we were 25 years younger. I had an old tent, and we just tent camped. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm beyond tent camping. Um, I like a comfortable bed. I like a bathroom nearby in the middle of the night, and so does my wife. Maybe I'm wimpy again on that, but you know what? I kind of like the camper better than a tent. It was funny because I had this tent from like Boy Scout days, and when we got married, and I said to my wife, "Oh, I've got a tent. We're good." So this tent, I pulled it out and hadn't probably been unrolled for 10, 20 years before that. So the first night we're in this state park, the tent is pitched, it starts raining, starts pouring, and water just starts dripping in like mad. So we ended up going into the truck and just sleeping in the truck. Like not it wasn't it was a Blazer, Chevy Blazer. So we just laid in the front seats. But anyway, that was funny. At least now it's funny. We found a store the next day and bought a brand new nylon tent. So oh, there's Jess. Hey Jess, good to see you. Watching from Twitch. We had a bunch of Twitchers here the first time because one of the kids told all their friends and they came over and that was kind of fun. Let me look through these comments a little bit more because they are because again I'm behind with the comments. But remember, if you do have a question, type it in the comments with the word question followed by your question. And then we'll see your question. There are answers to the question about what a new tractor owner should have. And question here is a diesel treatment, not a question, a suggestion, diesel treatment, depending on where you live. If you live in a very cold climate, then diesel treatment is a must. I know John Ritter will tell you all about what happens when your fuel gels up, because diesel fuel will do that. Gasoline won't do that, but diesel fuel, if it's cold enough, will start to gel, and gel does not flow into injectors. And I've never had that happen because, thank goodness, it hasn't gotten cold enough here to worry about that. But I know that for many of you, it is important. So good point there, depending on your climate. For sure. The linchpins, yep, you can get a bag. Here's someone suggesting, Alan's suggesting you can get a big bag of linchpins at Harbor Freight for $6 to $7. They're basically like paper clips. They're kind of disposable. And David is asking about the shed. Are you making a video of the new shed work? I'm not, because the person I used, I didn't ask permission if they wanted to be recorded, and I like to respect that some people don't really want to be on camera. The other thing is they did it during the work week while I was working, and it took like a day to do that. Would have taken me a week. It took them a day to do it, and just super skilled. But no, I didn't record any video of that. So apologies for that. But as we do more projects, I'm hoping that we can get some footage of things like that. I've got hopefully this is not a pleasant thing, but hopefully a new septic system going in this spring, summer, whenever we can get them out here. The ground either has to be frozen or it has to be dry because they can't drive all these trucks on mud. It's a very intense septic system that we need. Um, First of all, you need to have sand, and we have clay here. Uh, if you don't have sand, then the liquid, uh, the whatever you call the liquid part of the non-solid part, that leaches into the ground and is filtered by the sand. If you don't have enough sand, then you have to have what's called this advanced treatment system where it's got filters and all kind of things. And it's expensive. And it's a mess. So we did find some sand on the property. They had to dig like 17 feet deep with the backhoe up on a hill, nonetheless. So we're going to have to be pumping up to the leach field. So it's a little bit involved. But I've got a couple quotes here. I've got somebody I think picked out that I want to use, and hopefully they'll agree to being recorded. I think they will. Seems like some fun folks, and I'd like to show some of that project. So I want to get back to showing some more projects around the property, but it's just been kind of yucky. I have a tool that I just got, and I haven't tested it out yet, but I'm thinking I'm gonna make a video about that. Not necessarily tractor related, but it's a lot of you guys do projects around the house, around the farm, around the property. I think this looks like it's going to be a pretty neat tool. So I'm going to check that out, and I might make a little video about that. So stay tuned for that. Yes. Let me just read these comments. I think I hear rain outside right now. Oh, this is another project we had done recently. We had a French drain put in the basement. Well, this house has had a wet basement for 65 years. No footage of this either, but finally got a French drain installed. And I've been like waiting like for the rain to come and just watch the sump pumps turn on. I had sump pumps before, but it basically would have to run across the floor and then sweep it into the sump pump. So far it's just dry down there, and I'm happy with that. But I want to see the wells fill up with water and the pumps run. Very excited about that, to have a dry basement, first time in 65 years. I'm not even 65 years old, but the house is, and it was wet from the beginning. And thanks for the comments about enjoying the pictures. I do appreciate that. So do send your pictures. I know those of you on the East Coast are going to say, "Did you all Captain Noah?" Send your pictures, and I'll try and post them in future live streams. I think it's fun. All right. I'm not talking because I'm not good at talking and reading at the same time. And I don't think you'll mind, right? It's almost 7:45. We're gonna do the sticker giveaway here in just a moment. So that'll be fun. Then we'll wrap up. GP is heading out. I don't know what time you posted this. Oh, that was 7:29. 15 minutes. He's gone. Anyway. Thanks, Gord. Good to see you though. All right, let me skip down. I got to catch up. So apologies if I missed your comment. By the way, if you have a question, I'm not going to say the same thing again. If you have a question and it didn't get answered, don't feel bad to post it again. Maybe we didn't see it. Maybe it goes by. So just type it in there again if you have a question. That's okay. That's all right. We don't mind, unless it's an annoying question. But you be the judge of that. Thanks, Ross. Ross is promoting Gary's channel too, Tractor Talk with Gary. Again, after this, head on over there and subscribe to Gary if you like his content. I think you will. We'd like to see him get over 1,000 subscribers tonight. And then after that, make sure you head over to Ross on the Land. I think you're all subscribers to Ross's channel. If you're not, though, check out Ross on the Land, because Ross is the next one coming up on that 1,000 subscriber mark. And he's getting there, and we need to did Gary get there? I'm seeing congrats here. So was that did we make it? Did we get there? Yes, I'm seeing 1,000 subscribers on Gary's channel. Very nice. Thank you for that, folks. And is Gary even here tonight? I don't think he's here. He said that he would like to be, but he's got apparently he's a driver, a truck driver of some sort, and there's a shortage of employees at the moment. So the ones who are there are working extra hours and whatnot. So if Gary is working late tonight, what a nice surprise it'll be for him to come home and see his channel has surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark. All right, so we did that. So now let's get Pale Horse Outdoors and Ross and Caden. I don't even know how many subscribers you have. Do you have 1,000 yet? If not, Caden too. You know, lots of them. I don't want to insult anybody by not calling out your channel because again, there are some great channels here tonight. Uh, I see Who's Your Helpers here. Jace, good to see you. Just got home. Thanks for being here. But as I've said in the past, look through these comments, and a lot of these folks making comments are fellow content creators who create content similar to what you might enjoy on my channel. So check out their channels as well and support them if you can. So again, apologies. I can only call out certain ones that I think of at the top of my head. Uh, but there's some great channels. So be sure to check them out. Uh, there's a good little tip here from ITC Quick Attach. Check all your loader wheel lug nuts, frame bolts every 10 hours. Very highly looked over part of owning a tractor. That, Gary, thank you. That's very true. I torqued my bolts in the first 10, 20 hours, and I was surprised how loose a lot of those bolts were. I mean, like almost falling off loose. I think my lugs nuts were okay, but a lot of the loader components, I guess just from working in and whatnot, but they were I could have taken some of the nuts and bolts off by hand, honestly. So great point. Thanks for sharing that. Go around and tighten it up. So another question here about basic tools for keeping in the toolbox. I have a pair of channel lock, like pipe pliers, whatever they're called. I forget, channel locks. Not the best thing for tightening down your 3-point hitch top link. But so I would recommend having a wrench. If your top link has a jam nut on it, find out what size jam nut that is and get either an adjustable wrench that fits or get the right size wrench, because when you use that top link on your 3-point hitch, even if you snug it really tight by hand, it'll work its way loose. I had that happen when I was doing the Ranch Hope rototilling garden, and I stopped the tractor. There's a little clip in the video about that, but I was getting ready to lose that rototiller off the back because that top link had come unwound, even though it was tight. So I would recommend having a wrench, either an adjustable wrench or the right size wrench, because the channel locks, it's just going to ruin that nut. So keep that in your toolbox. And then again, as we've said, extra linch pins, rags, safety glasses, ear protection is good to have. I've got those 3M work tunes they have a Bluetooth connection, so you can listen to music if you want, or a podcast, or you can just hear if your phone goes off, which is nice too. To check your phone if you hear that either ring. You can actually talk through them too, but I don't think I've done that. Good hearing protection, lots of good things. So those are some examples, and you can find several videos that talk about that as well. Gary, welcome this evening. See, duty calls. I was saying you were working late, but congratulations, Gary. You have surpassed 1,000 subscribers tonight, thanks to these fine folks here in the comments. They jumped over and they subscribed to your channel. So congratulations, Gary. Now keep putting out that content, and you've got more people watching. So I do not, Jeff. Well, you're saying, can I? I thought you said, do you? A live stream on tractor resale values on different brands of tractors. Boy, that's a really difficult question, because I think, and I, again, am no expert at all. But from what I've seen, just by looking at some of the forums and whatnot, that seems like such a regional thing. What a tractor will bring on the East Coast compared to the Midwest, compared to the South. I think it's just regional. So I don't know that you can I don't know that you can talk about that too much. As far as resale values on different brands, generally, one of the reasons that a lot of us buy Kubota, John Deere, uh, is because they're name recognition. So resale value tends to be higher on the name brand tractors. It tends to be easier to sell because it's a familiar brand. But you've got so many other brands that are coming in now, like Branson and TYM, and what's the other ones? I'm sorry, I can't think of them. But um, what LS is another one that's just not as popular, but they're good equipment. I mean, it seems like they're all really good these days. So don't know about that, but I will tell you that I do have some folks lined up as live stream guests who may be able to answer some of these questions. So hopefully, we're just trying to coordinate, but hopefully that will happen. So a lot of congratulations here for Gary, and I got to wrap this up, folks. I'm sorry, I gotta do the sticker giveaway. A lot of questions coming in, so I need your help answering these questions because I can't answer them. Yeah, but I'll answer this one, Bill. This is important. Feeling a bit tippy, eh? The old pucker factor. Listen, uh, listen to your listen to your fear of when you feel a little tippy on your tractor. Believe it and listen. Because these things, especially these compact and subcompact tractors, they're very narrow. They're very top heavy. Um, so be very, very careful. Wear your seatbelt. Keep your ROPS in the upward position. If they're folding ROPS, keep them up. Wear your seatbelt. Um, if you have a front end loader, which most tractors these days now are being sold with front end loaders, I did a little video about this. I think it's called "Don't Do This." You'll see that in my library videos. But one of the to me, the best thing I can suggest, if you have a front end loader, keep that bucket as low as you can all the time when you're driving that tractor around. If you scoop up a load of gravel or mulch, or even if the bucket is empty, keep it, just above the ground, 3, 4, 6 inches above the ground. Um, don't raise that bucket above the hood when you're driving, because now you've shifted that center of gravity up. And if your front wheel hits a little dip and that tractor shifts, it takes like nothing for that thing to go over when you least expect it. So, best tip I can say is keep that bucket low. And then sometimes, when you're dumping dirt or whatever, you've got to move it a little bit when the bucket's up high as you're moving around. Just be really careful. Keep it as low as you can. Um, that is my non-expert opinion, but you'll see a lot of stories about tractors that tipped over. The other thing is you can get wheel spacers, which help. Um, Use lots of ballast in the back. Put a implement on the back. Get your rear tires filled with bio ballast or beet juice. Get some weight in the back end there. But yeah, that tip overs are a real thing. So, how about we give away some stickers? I know there's a lot of comments here, and what fun to see all that. And I can't really go through all those because we could be here for hours. Anyway, uh, there you go. Says fresh bucket lower than your butt. That's a good concept. Just keep it low. Keep it low. Uh, who's your helpers, Jace? Thank you so much for that super sticker, super chat. I do appreciate that. That's very kind, very generous. Helps the channel, and that means a lot. So, yes, congrats, Gary. So, Arnie, you smashed that like button. Thank you, Arnie. I appreciate that. Yes, you will get a special dispensation during the rigged giveaway tonight. Arnie likes to joke that it's a rigged giveaway because poor John Ritter just can't win. So, anyway, I wouldn't even know how to rig it if I could. So, let's do the sticker giveaway tonight. We're going to give away the bumper sticker. Sometimes we give away the round stickers, but every once in a while we give away this special edition bumper sticker. It's a small bumper sticker. I made it that way so it fits into an envelope. So it's not a big old bumper sticker, but it's a bumper sticker shape. And That's it. So we're going to give this away. The rules are, first of all, you have to be in the United States or Canada only, because that's where I can afford to mail things. So United States or Canada only. The other thing is, if you have won this bumper sticker or one like it in the past, please don't enter because you are not qualified to win. So we ask you to give everybody a chance to win. If you won this in the past, then do not enter. However, if you have won the round stickers in the past, I don't care if you enter to win this one because you can collect all of them. So if you won the round ones in the past, you can enter. If you won the bumper sticker in the past, please do not enter. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to put a phrase up on the screen, and you're going to type that phrase in the live chat exactly the way you see it. It's going to be a hashtag. Some folks are already typing in now what they think I'm going to say. But whatever the word is, you're going to type it exactly as you see it. I don't think upper and lowercase matter, but that is what you're going to have to do. I need just a moment to prepare for this because I may have forgotten to pre-enter this in here. So let's do this. Okay. Now you guys like to guess what I'm going to say, and I think somebody got it last week. I think the word was Jeep last week, and somebody had guessed it, and they got it ahead of time. So anyway, we're going to share this screen now, and there we go. Click that. Chrome tab. A lot of suspense here, right? You know what I should do is while I'm doing all that, I should have done this before. I should have started the music. That fills in a bit. All right, so in the live chat, this is for live chat only, not for the replay. In the live chat, hashtag septic. I like that, Vinny. I should have done that one. Anyway, type in the word hashtag bumper, since we're giving away the bumper sticker tonight. Hashtag BUMPER, hashtag bumper. It doesn't matter how many times you enter. It doesn't matter who enters fast. Take your time, type it in. We'll give you a minute here to do it. If you enter more than once, it's going to reject any extra entries. It only picks one, so only type it one time. It doesn't matter. No need to waste time doing that. And you don't need to rush. Take your time. Everybody gets an equal chance. Again, if you've won the bumper sticker in the past, please don't enter. If you are not in the United States or Canada, please do not enter as well. Our winner last week was from Canada, and hopefully you'll be getting those stickers in the next week or so. And we usually get about 40 entries, and we're already up to 42. I think, you know why? Here's why. Let me tell you why. I think because we've given away so few of these bumper stickers that a lot more people are able to enter. We've given away so many of the round stickers that fewer people can enter. So we normally get 40 or so. Look at us with 44 entries. So let's just wait a moment. All right. I can't really monitor the level of the music because I don't have my earbuds in, but I think it's okay. I think it's all right. It's gotta be. All right. Should we wait a little bit longer? Does anybody need any more time to type in hashtag bumper? Oh, thank you, Margaret. That's very kind to point out that someone has perhaps made a mistake having a space after the hashtag. Yeah, you don't want a space. It's just hashtag bumper. So, Jeff, you can type it again if you did not mean to do that. Hashtag bumper. Look how everybody helps each other here. Isn't that fun? So nice. All right. 50. I think we should click it at this point. See what happens. Ready? Here we go. Who's it going to be tonight? Oh, it's Woodster 300. Congratulations. Awesome. So you will be winning. You won this sticker or one just like it tonight. Congratulations Woodster 300. That is awesome. Well, here's what you're going to do. And you know what? I didn't even get to go through my fun facts tonight, but it's 8 o'clock. We're going to have to skip the fun facts tonight. But here's the thing, Woodster 300. I need you to email me at contactmcgtv@gmail.com. I'll need your name and proper mailing address, postal address, because this will come in a number 10 envelope. So email me at contactmcgtv@gmail.com. Let me know that you won tonight. And, we'll match up all the stuff to make sure that you're the legitimate winner. And appreciate that very much. And congratulations to you, Woodster 300. So we're going to wrap things up. I didn't do the fun facts tonight, and I had so many of them, but there's one I want to share with you right before we go. Believe me, this is good. As soon as I can click on the right screen, because where is it? Anyway, I just want to wish a happy birthday. A lot of things happening, but I learned this tonight. Happy birthday to none other than John Deere, born in 1804. Today was John Deere's birthday. He passed away in 1886. But how appropriate to be wishing Mr. John Deere a happy birthday tonight. So the other thing is, as I roll out the evening tonight, you'll notice the last few weeks I've been placing your end comments on the end screen. So if you want to watch that, maybe your comment will come up. But that's what we've been doing. So, gosh, what a quick night this was. I hope to get some live stream guests on soon. Again, it's tough to get people scheduled because everybody's so busy, but I've got some folks lined up that want to do it, and I think you'll very much enjoy it. So make sure you come back every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Meanwhile, it's Monday night. Have a great night. After this show ends, head on over to Caden's Outdoor Life and check out his video coming out at 8:15 this evening. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for supporting all these other channels. And I truly wish you a happy, healthy, and I don't know what else is there. Happy, healthy, joyous week. What fun. Please come back, and I'll see you next time.